Welcome back to the live show. ThonLexy here with another live reaction. Let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, the audio is not where I want it to be set. Let's get into it. We're gonna have a good show. Kendra G has some interesting things going on. The feature presentation you definitely don't want to miss. We haven't seen entitlement like this in a while. Y'all know the rules. Hit the subscribe button on your way into the room. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time we go live. Let's get into it. Welcome to the show. Drop your locations. Let's go ahead and fill the room so that we can get the show started. Everything over 20 qualifies as a show sponsor. If we reach a goal of $100 in the Cash App, that guarantees that we come back here tomorrow and react to Arlette's recent balloon pop episode. Already seeing that some interesting things are going on in there. I see some Christian women crashing and burning over there. Women disqualifying men for height left and right. And it seemed a little bit unreasonable. We're going to get into it. Only way you get that show tomorrow is unless we hit the goal of $100 in the Cash App today. So show your love. Let's go ahead and get ready for another show. Get ready to disqualify a demeanor. Fill the room. Let's make it happen.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
Mama, there goes that man.
Welcome back. Welcome, RM. What's up, RM? That's the greatest moderator on YouTube. Let's make it happen. Fill the room. About 4 more minutes. We're going to get the show started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fill the room.
My dog died.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain
Phoenix, Arizona in the building.
Simultaneously on 2 separate systems.
PA in the building.
Impossible to obtain in a monaural record.
What's up, Donnie?
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't. Let me tell you. We don't care.
I beg your pardon. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
But yes, I'm very serious on my meat. What's wrong with it?
What the hell are you talking about?
Eastern Shore, Maryland in the building.
Get in the tub and soak yourself.
Mama, there goes that man.
Go down for the people because I live for the people.
All right. I'm ready to make it happen. Okay. Time to disqualify a demeanor. Much love. Jacob says, let's get it. Much love to my super chat people down there. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're not going to waste too much time today, guys. We're going to go ahead and disqualify a demeanor, move down the pecking order like we normally do. Y'all know how we do. Cash apps are the only thing that stop the show. Cash apps are the only thing that stop the show. Keep the engagement above 50. That means if there's 100 people in the room, we need at least 50 likes. That's how it works. Okay? Let's go ahead and get into the show. Let's spin the clip. Much love, Jacob, for that contribution. Let's disqualify a demeanor.
Chalet, but you gotta stop moving, honey.
Okay.
Chalet 27. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Cherry Pimp, I'll take it.
All right. So we got Chalet, Aquarius 27, home health aid.
Yes.
Moms to 3 kids by 2 men, never married. And you're in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes.
What is she
All right,
doing?
boo. What
What
kind
is
of
she
man you looking
doing?
for, girl?
I'm
Get in
not
the
too
tub
picky.
and soak yourself.
Preferably like a couple years older than me. They can have children. A good job, cause I work. You know, at least bring what I bring to the table. And I don't know, somebody just honest, cool.
Okay, real quick. You can't have your head cut off, baby girl.
Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
I
can
just
hear
want to make sure that.
you good.
Okay,
I
I
want to
want
make
to
sure I
make
can
sure
see.
the phone isn't too far
No,
away.
we can hear you good, but I just want to make sure your head's not cut off.
Okay.
So start from the beginning. What kind of man you looking for?
Just preferably somebody a couple years older, somebody who's pretty down to earth, will accept my children. I accept children as well. Honestly, I'm not super picky.
A lot of times it's not the children that men don't accept. It's the circumstance that they don't accept. If you got some crazy baby dad who's gonna come out and try to stab me, are you in a problem situation? How you had the baby matters to us as well. It isn't usually the child. That's the truth, ladies. Usually it's not the child that's the problem. Usually it's the circumstances you had the child in.
Picky, which could be a good and a bad thing. Like, I'm not like too big on looks or nothing like that. I just looking for somebody to love me and my kids, and I can do the same.
You a liar.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Liars. Hate a liar.
No liars.
No liars. I usually have a problem with men's mothers, like mama's boys. So
No mama's boys.
no mama's boys.
Now, this is a problem with men all across the dating market. Much love to Eric Cummings. He says, Dollar Crew, salute. You one of them ones, big dog? He's usually leading the Dollar Crew. Yeah. We've seen this all before.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't know. Just keep a job.
Just keep a job. Should he be in Cincinnati, Ohio?
He doesn't have to be. I'm trying to get away from here.
You would like to move?
Yes.
You do. Everyone's saying you're very small to have 3 children.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm questioning. She looked like she might not have no
So
teeth
the
in
guy
her
look a
head.
certain way.
I didn't notice that.
What'd you say?
I would have did this
Should
to
the
you
guy
guys
look a
had
certain way?
I like a clean
Thank you,
cut.
Christy.
I'll take I
Appreciate
like locks and stuff like that. I'm not like colorist or anything like that.
Not colors.
No.
Okay.
Looks, I
okay.
mean, from the comments, I mean, I'm not a looks person, like, cause I'm not getting the best comments either. So,
Girl, focus on me. Focus on me. It takes a lot of courage. I want to say this. I know that you guys have freedom of speech to a certain degree in the comment section, which I might try to control the comments because I feel as though y'all gotta understand. And y'all already know it. Y'all tell me all the time. A lot of y'all watch it for this show for entertainment, but this is real people's lives, you know? So y'all need to be a little bit more respectful in these comments or no one's gonna wanna come on the show. And at the end of the day, if you're in the comment section and you ain't never been on the show, who are you to even talk? We can't even see you to break you down. So focus on me.
Much love,
should the guy make a certain amount of money?
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like him to be more established. Like I'm looking for like a man, like a construction worker or like a truck driver.
No, man. You obviously are just getting off drugs or something like. And if I would have known that, see, I have to start thoroughly watching these calls. I've been trying to do this blind reaction thing where I'm like, I don't want to watch a lot of the reaction so I can be surprised with my audience. I'm failing royally. Because a lot of times with black women, you can't do that. You can't play that guessing game. Because physically, the woman could look cool in the thumbnail. Next thing you know, it's the female Tyrone Biggums. And now I'm stuck reacting to a woman who doesn't even have any teeth in her mouth, and she's talking about she wants to date all the legitimate men in the dating market. Again, you ladies have to start understanding when your room for picky standards, it's all taken up. You guys have to excuse me. Had I known she was possibly battling with substance abuse, we probably wouldn't be here.
I do have my 3 children. I can be a homemaker, but a lot of people think you're making an excuse to stay at home. Like, no, I mean, I can stay at home, work. It doesn't matter. Like, but he does have to like have a good job.
Okay, but no income requirement.
Like, you saying like an amount?
If you don't have one, that's fine. But if you don't, okay.
The reason why a lot of women, of course not her, but most Black women, even women who aren't battling with all kinds of struggles, allegedly, you see that they have an issue with figuring out where their value really exists in the dating market, or what's the cap on the amount of money they can ask for from a specific man. And the reason why that is because Black women have been being pandered to for the last 10 to 20 years. So they don't know where their value truly lies. They're all 10s. They're all magic. And everything that they do is great. And if you don't like, and if in the Black community, if you don't have a good relationship with your mother, then you're not a desirable man, because all Black mothers are perfect women, right? So then what happens is the whole demographic of women, they're all stuck not knowing their value and not knowing what's the highest earning man I can ask for, which is that's invaluable information. Okay, let's get back into it.
All right, let's do the Kendra cam. This is when you stand up and we see your full body.
Please excuse my clothes.
Yo, no, you're right. You're right. You're right, boss. It's just what I'm worried about is I think he deserves more. It's like, I'm not saying that she should overlook the blue collar guy or anything, or, I feel where you're coming from. It's just that the blue collar guy, I want him to do better than a woman who is like, possibly still battling with substance, maybe, or maybe formerly did, or whatever the case may be. If you grew up in the Black community, the inner city areas, it doesn't take hard to evaluate a situation like this. And like I said, had I known in the beginning, before picking this piece of content to react to, I wouldn't have even chose her. Yeah, I wouldn't have even picked her. Thanks for that super chat. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into it.
You snatched to be a mama 3.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me hold the phone, get the phone propped up on something, and scoop back for you guys.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty small.
I don't have any meat. Don't do me too bad, guys.
No, I think everyone's giving you like their thumbs up on the body.
I'm 5'5", 150. I cannot get past 150.
Okay, all right. We see you, baby.
Okay.
Whatever they in shape, they don't mind telling their weight. I'm 150, 5'5",
Yeah.
So, Shalia, right?
Chalet.
So neither one of you, I know the 2-year-old dad wasn't an option. The older dad, he's not an option for anything long-term either?
No, we just moved on.
Okay.
We did our course.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
A real relationship?
Much love to Maurice.
It's been a couple years.
Shit.
Like a real relationship, really being committed to somebody and not just being like friends or just messing around. It's been a couple years.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Probably about a couple weeks ago. I won't lie to you.
Oh, is that guy an option?
He is a liar. Told you I don't like liars.
How'd How'd you find out he was a liar?
He's a Pisces. I'm just kidding. Don't do me too bad, y'all. Just a lot of stuff not adding up. Like, just you know, you gotta put two plus two together.
So when did you learn he was a liar? After you slept with him?
I've been knew. I kind of like had an idea.
Okay, and at that point, you're held accountable. I'm really tired of seeing you women basically say that you already knew that the guy was a bad guy and then try to like still shame the guy like he's bad for being what you already knew he was. Who are you for already being aware of the fact that he wasn't a good person and still opening your legs
But
to
yes,
him?
I'm very serious about my meat. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Idea, but I was trying to trust him that he wasn't a liar. So now I'm just trying to have respect for myself and like leave that alone. So
Okay.
I guess I can say recently I figured out he was a liar.
What was the lie you figured out?
He just goes
I'm here
back
to tell
and
you
forth
right
from
now.
my house.
We don't care.
And he says he takes care of his mother. But when the last time we were together, somebody was calling his phone, but we're not in a relationship. I shouldn't have asked. I asked. He said, nobody. Like I said, who was that? He said, nobody. So I just said, okay, like that's what made me done with it. Because if you don't answer my calls at 12 and you laying with me not answering somebody else's calls at 12, like you're a liar. Like, you get it?
I got you. Okay, we'll leave it at that. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Just my self-confidence. I think my insecurities, like you said, like stop reading the comments. That hurts me with a lot of choices I make with men too. Because I know I'm a higher value than what I think of myself. I know that. So,
Ma'am, I can see where you might have had value before you picked up the rock. And of course I have to say allegedly because I don't know you and I don't know anything about you. But ma'am, come on. I'm pretty sure at one point you were valuable, but then Molly happened, or whatever led you to whatever you got your hands on. It's just you women don't understand. The men, we give you your value. You don't get to inflate that yourself.
my flaws,
You don't get to just.
I'm clingy. So the insecurities, I guess, being clingy, and then I don't know, trust issues. I got a lot of like.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I am like, how can I put this in a word? I don't know. I'm just very down to earth. Like I got a good heart. I don't mind helping somebody build up to where they have to be. Like I'll talk to somebody. A guy can approach me and get on the bus as long as he's going to work. Like I'm just really humble. I've been through a lot of stuff with my children because I started had my children at 17. So, you know,
Excuse me.
just somebody like real. Like just be real. Like that's all. I'm not asking for too much.
Not asking for too much. All right, Shalia.
Chalet.
You can't get your name right, Chalet. Chalet.
It's because you're unfocused and you don't pay attention. Mike T came through and sponsored the show. He said, support brother. Y'all show Mike T some love.
Mama, there goes that man.
He's currently holding the sponsor spot at $25. We're almost halfway to go. Much love. Let's get back into the show.
What's the age range you want to date?
Probably, I'm 27, so probably like 27 to like 34 34, 35.
27, 34,
And you gotta
35.
still be like energetic, because I like to go out and do stuff. I like to date. Like, I'm the type of girl, like, we can go to the club together. You walk around, I walk around, we leaving at the end together. Like, I want to be able to, can't be no old man
Let's get
ready
one
to
thing
lay
straight.
down.
Crack is cheap.
Okay, so you want to leave Cincinnati. Could he have kids?
Yeah.
Do you want more kids?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Chalet.
Chalet.
Oh my God, why am I
You are
this
really
terrible? I'm
gone.
so sorry.
You bringing back
Chalet.
PTSD from school.
No, listen, here's the truth of the matter. And I say it, but it's the
Now she said you're bringing back PTSD from school. Didn't I tell y'all? We're putting our kids through here. We're putting our kids through hell. It is. I'm going to tell you guys something you already knew. It's difficult to be black. Right? It's difficult to be black. Some of you're starting your children off at such a disadvantage because you're naming them, and and their name it reeks of the parents' creativity. And there's an issue with that. I've seen children suffer worse all school year, more than they should have, had their name been something else. Black people, stop getting creative with your children's names. Keep it simple. You don't have to walk with it. You don't have to be labeled with it. You don't have to deal with what comes with it. I was just watching He Got Game the other day, and that scene came where he's like, "Why'd you name me Jesus?" And then he talks about everything that he went through. And it's just like, it's just the fact that Spike Lee even knew to write that into the movie says so much about the way how badly how irresponsibly we've been with our children. And nobody's gonna check black people. I will. Get y'all shit together. Stop naming y'all kids these weird names. Keep it simple. Give them a chance. Black people, we do a lot of things good. We know how to dance well. We can dance better than everybody. We can dunk on everybody. We can score a touchdown on everybody. We can entertain and shake our ass better than everybody. But naming our children is one place where we are in dead ass last. We suck. And nobody wants to say it. We suck. We're not good at it. That's one thing we're not good at, is naming our children. That's why we have people walking around in the black community named after colors, turquoise and all this weird crap. Named after cars, Alexis, all this other brokey behavior. Broke. Naming your child Alexis because you can't buy one, idiot. Like, you know how white people think when they look at us, and then how people, not just white people, because who cares what they think, but just the part of society that's doing well, that's respectable. Not just white people, but just all respectable, civilized people. She said, I was like, I'm writing a book about this. I'm definitely, we're gonna get our lashing for this. I'm not letting you niggas go for this. But you're just, she sound like she went to war. She said PTSD. Okay, sorry. I felt like the black community was worth that little derail from the show. I'm tired. She said, you bringing back trauma. And who's responsible? The families. And there's more single mother-led households than anything. So it's really the black women who are doing this. More than anything, it's the black women doing this. Okay, that's all I got to say. Matter of fact, we can move on from her. I think she's given us all we need. We have a lot of other archetypes to cover. This is starting to get nuts. Okay. We look like we have more average women asking for 6 figures. Just drop.
better light, boo boo.
Better light? Okay.
Yeah, be calling me in the dark. I can't see.
I think he was gonna answer me.
Our Wi-Fi, child, is it working?
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Exactly. The nicknames are like
My Wi-Fi's not good.
Junior, Poo
This
Poo,
is better. Oh, this is better.
Pooh
What's your
Bear.
name, baby?
Chris.
Chris, where you calling me from?
I'm from Baltimore.
Baltimore. How old are you?
I am 35.
35. And what you do for a living?
I am a car salesman person.
You're a car saleswoman.
A car saleswoman, yes.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
A Virgo.
Virgo. And what's your, you have any kids?
I have one. She is 10.
10. Okay. You ever been married?
No.
No. Chris, Baltimore, 35, Virgo, car saleswoman, 10-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a kind, loving, fun guy who is emotionally mature, who is good with kids. He could have a kid.
Good with kids?
Good with children. I have one child, but I have a lot of children, like my nieces, my nephews.
She does
they
look
my
natural,
babies too.
but
So
that doesn't mean she qualifies for six
I want
figures.
somebody that's okay with me having the bunch. You know what I mean? Ambitious, hardworking.
But here is natural.
I want a good
She's gonna
guy.
have to get her a
A
natural
typical good
$50,000 a year.
good man, Savannah.
A good man, Savannah. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Just a bad personality, narcissism, and jealousy. You know.
Black women, you are no longer allowed to use the word narcissism. I don't even know what authority I have to declare something like this. Probably none. I don't care. I'm still gonna say it. You women, you cannot say the word narcissism anymore. You exhibit too many characteristics of narcissism. That's why. If you're like, son, why can't I call a man a narcissist? There are some men are narcissists. You're true. Some men are. You guys aren't qualified to call them out. Especially because it's projection at best. You are women who cannot find flaw in yourself. Nothing more narcissistic than that. You don't think anyone is better than you. It's pretty narcissistic. You don't think you have any competition. You don't think you have to compete or work for the things you want. Very, very narcissistic. You never can see flaw in yourself. If asked to see flaw, you simply compliment yourself once more. You all believe that every black mother in the black community is doing the best that she can, and anybody who doesn't have a good relationship with their black mother, something's wrong with him. You guys have this weird, twisted agreement to put out an allure of perfection that is obviously not true, so that you can't be held accountable.
No weak boy traits.
No what?
Weak boy traits.
No
you know what I mean?
Okay. No weak boy traits.
I beg your pardon?
Should he?
That honest, black.
Honest and black. Should he look a certain way?
I want to be attracted to him. I need to be attracted to him physically, but not like, I'm 5'7".
You're about 19 more
so
likes.
around that height.
Hit the like button, everybody. He's right. Hit the like button.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
I prefer 6 figures, of course, but I would want someone that is on the track to making a 6-figure income.
Ma'am, who the hell do you think you are? Now, for all the people who are giving her compliments about being natural and so on and so forth, I'll give her credence and her credit right here, right now, for being natural. Good for you, ma'am. At least you're out here proud enough to rock your own natural hair. Now that I'm done complimenting you, it's time to give you what you need. You are an average woman. You're as average as the day is long. It doesn't get more average than you. You are the reason why the term was invented. Now, being average is not an insult. It's just where you are. It's where you rank. You are not above average. When it comes to what men look for in the dating market, you don't offer above average characteristics and quality. You're not symmetrically gorgeous. I'm pretty sure that even if your body is stacked, guys who make close to 6 figures, the chances of them wanting to look at your mug is low. It's low. And guys will cancel out the face for a nice body. We will. But that body has to be really incredible a lot of the times. And even then, if we can find a woman who is easier on our eyes with a body that even comes close, we might pick her. Because that's how visual we are in the front end. Because we have 3 filters that we go through in choosing a woman. We pick you physically, and then we pick you not even from an emotional standpoint. It's from a tolerance standpoint. And then the third one is actually emotion. Like, we kind of want you in our life, right? But to get to those other 2 that are so important, you have to get past the first one. And physically, you don't qualify for a lot of men making over $100,000. And that's not an insult to you. Now you know where you should be looking for men and where you shouldn't be looking for them. This is assistance, and it's free.
Okay. You make 6 figures?
Sometimes. It's in sales, so it fluctuates.
You a liar.
Gotcha. All right, let's do the Kendrick Cam.
The what?
Kendrick Cam.
I mean,
Oh, you gotta stand up and we see your full body.
I'm not wearing nothing cute right now.
I'm here to tell you right
You know
now.
my show. You know we do the Kendrick Cam, right?
Let me tell you something.
No.
I know you never see live. You never catch the lives? Do you watch the rerun?
Okay, now, you are fit. I will say that. You're fit. But again, we had the conversation about black men and how it does. I think our desire for a woman to be a little bit curvier and things like that goes understated. It's what we want. Black men are not hiding anymore. We want what we want. We like our women fit, but we don't like our women so skinny that she's unenjoyable. This is pretty much generally how black men think. This is why you see a lot of black men settling down with heavier set women who are closer to being BBWs than you'll see them settling down with women who are closer to being bulimic. Because it has a lot to do with culture, has a lot to do with the women who raised us and their body types, all different type of factors, but it is what it is. Now, why do I talk about this in regards to you? Because we're talking about what type of money you qualify for. So now you got $100,000 a year guy coming home looking at an average mug and a flat ass. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna act like I'm your brother that you need, right? Who's really honest. He's the wolf. He's not here to say please and thank you. That's what he gets. He gets a woman with a flat ass, an average mug, dirty dreads. And I just don't think you've thought this through. If you had a son, you would want, and he was $100,000 a year man, and he's beating other men out in that kind of way, you would want him to get the best possible option available. Why don't you want that for everyone else's son? There's nothing wrong with being average, but that means you belong with the average men.
I have, like, your clips. I think I've seen like 2 YouTube episodes.
Yeah, they all have the Kendrick Cam.
Nothing wrong with it.
I don't think I saw that.
There are plenty of us black men who like petite women and who don't prefer a lot of ass. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a general perspective. It does not speak for every single one of us.
Where you calling from? Baltimore.
Yeah.
They're asking me do you normally date men that make six figures?
Normally, I don't date nobody. I do not be outside.
Ladies, you gotta date. And here's the deal. How about this? I'm gonna make it easy for y'all. Maybe just look at it like you about to hang out with somebody. There's no sex attached in what I'm saying. This is like you about to go with a friend. I think what happens is this is why the game is rigged. See, because women don't even want to go out on dates with a man who might not have all their requirements on paper. You got this. A guy would date a girl who's a waitress at Applebee's or the lawyer on Wall Street. You know, he's going out just to enjoy company for the moment. And I think
No, Kendra. One of those women, the lawyer or the waitress, he prefers one of those women more. And for very specific reasons. And yeah, you guessed it, it's the waitress. It's the woman who has less of a demanding career. A woman who has less reasons to be unavailable to the man. The career woman loses. It's not 50-50. If a man meets woman A, woman B, they're both equal level of attraction. If woman B has a overwhelming, time-consuming career, and woman A does not, and they both have the same physical characteristic traits, we're more physical than will ever be the other stuff, we're gonna roll with woman A. That's how that works. You don't understand men. You don't care to listen to men. That's why you don't understand men.
women start breaking it down as simple as that.
I
I'm
heard the
about to
smoke
go
detector
enjoy my
too.
company with somebody for the moment. And then you can start recognizing what you really want or don't want. I think when y'all got this long list, you can't even go to Dunkin' Donuts and have coffee and have a
H-Town in the building.
conversation. So you
I'm
got.
open to Dunkin' Donuts conversation. I'm here for
So why don't you
coffee.
date?
I don't know.
Do no guys ask you out on dates?
I mean, guys like approach me like in the wild, but like
In the wild.
In the wild, what are you talking about?
like at a gas station or the grocery store. And it's never
Gas
like
station's a no. A grocery store could be a good place.
it don't be given. I feel like the guys that approach me, it's like old guys, weird guys. It
Okay,
don't
no
be
weird guys.
Men
No
will
weird
like
Bottom of the totem pole, basically. Come on, let's keep it a buck. See, the reason why you don't like what your options look like is because you've convinced yourself you deserve otherwise. That's why when you look at what you qualify for, you're like, ew, but you're out of place. Because those are the men who are going to be more likely to spend the rest of their lives with you. Don't wait till you're 45 to like start trying to circle back on these guys.
look at me, give me the eye, but they won't approach me and like initiate the conversation.
Okay. I feel like this could get deeper. Let me just stay focused. When was your last relationship, Chris?
My last boyfriend was like 2017.
2017. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. Someone said, "Why did I say no at the gas station?" Because sometimes gas station men, I think I would say, listen, it's not an overall no, but 90% I would say no, because gas station men be like, "What up, ma? What you doing, yo?"
Okay, now I have to say, I agree with Kendra on this one. Ladies, you're to find no value in gas station attention. You remember I was talking about those men in the black community who are named after colors? Turquoise and all them niggas? Yeah. Turquoise is hanging out at the gas station, ready to disrespect your daughter. And it is what it is. He's ready to disrespect your daughter in a real way. Gas station attention is not where it's at. For the life of me, I don't understand why guys do this. I think I seen one guy have success at a gas station, but he was driving a really, 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 really nice car. It was like a $250,000 car. And she was just about to say no. She saw the car. It was just like those pranks. She saw the car and she was like, oh shit. What'd you say? I saw her mind change.
Why you want him? I don't know if that's the guy. I don't know. What up, Ma? Oh, he got you pumping your gas.
Glocktavius. We'll never forget Glocktavius.
Why are you here, sir? Why do you have all this time?
Yeah, and they will disrespect you if you turn them down. Like, these are some of the most hostile men in rejection. I never seen a person be interested in another human being. And then when said human being says that they're not interested, the person who was originally interested says that they weren't interested. Only disturbed black men do this. They be like, what's up, shorty? How you doing? Hey, come here. Let me talk to you real quick. Come on, slow down. I'm just trying to talk to you. Shit. Slow down. Damn. What's your name? She be like, I got a boyfriend. Please, it's just, I'm sorry. It's just like, I got somewhere to be. He'd be like, bitch, I don't give a damn. Fuck your boyfriend and fuck you, bitch. I didn't want your stupid looking ass anyway, ho. Black men, we gotta start whooping these niggas' ass. We can't let these men just be roaming free in the black community. Come on, we gotta beat these niggas up. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? No? Okay. All right.
Why are you the gas attendant? I was wondering, how the hell why are you at the gas station for 2 hours?
I know these niggas.
What are you doing? At the gas, you ain't got no job. That's what it is. That's what it comes out to. If you are at the gas station for 2 hours and you're not working there, you don't got no job. So no, you don't date that guy. Now, the grocery store is not a bad place. This is a man who is going out to find food for himself. Maybe he's single. So this could be an approach of you guys to have a conversation like, oh, I know what a produce is. Oh, what you gonna make? I can give you seasoning. The grocery store could be a dope place to meet a guy. But the gas station man, I'm saying a hard no.
And some of them are disrespectful, but it's just...
I'm saying a hard no, but back to you.
Some black women would be disrespectful to you, even though you showed them respect. That's going to happen. Because we're men. We're in a higher position in nature than them. We're going to get less consideration in some way or another. Yeah, we're going to get more consideration more than the other. I think I'm going to spend a few minutes. A lot of people wanted me to talk about Dr. Umar's situation. I'm going to briefly talk about it for a few minutes after the show. Now, I like to get in people's business like that. I'm going to be very general.
What you said, your last lecture was 2017. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't even know, child.
Yeah, I need to...
What year is it? It's been a long time. Some years.
Okay. Are you on a celibacy journey?
No. I just don't like random sex.
Okay, fair enough. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I have to work on?
Yes.
Yes, you.
I need to go outside. I'm a homebody.
That's not a flaw.
I don't dislike going outside, but I don't do it enough.
Oh, okay.
So I need to get out more.
Sometimes.
I need to go to the gym more. Mental health purposes mostly.
You need to go out for mental health purposes?
I need to go to the gym. I need to work out more. I need to commit to like a real steady regimen. I haven't been doing that well.
Okay. They're asking me, do you own a dress?
I do.
She does. I don't know why they asked that
Who
question.
said I own a dress?
They asked because you don't look feminine. I'm moving on from you. They asked because you don't look feminine. I can help you. That's probably why. You look like a woman who like lives in her work clothes all day. Probably not true. Probably not true. Oh my God. Okay, briefly. We're gonna react to this lady briefly. She's already disturbing my soul.
Hi.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Wait a minute, give me better light. You said you're my colleague?
Yes, I work with Shondell here, Power 92. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh,
yes,
she's so
ma'am,
loud.
here in Chicago. Yes, ma'am.
Oh
I
my
don't work there,
God.
though. How
I
are you
know
my
you don't,
colleague?
but I know
Quiet
you
it.
with GCI, but I'm just
No,
just the radio.
Shame on you.
I didn't know you left. That's why you ain't answering me. That I've been trying to reach. I tried to have Mary Datcher reach out to you. I talked to Beyonce Fox. Shout out to her. So I'm just blaming some of the women that I've been trying to get you. Auntie is ready to. Come on, where my man at, Kendra? Where my man at, Ladybug? Where my man? Where's my husband?
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Let me get to know you. A couple things about Kendra.
Yes.
I quit that job 2 years ago.
Okay, I didn't know that, babe. I didn't know that. I didn't know
real
that.
Quick, Beyonce Fox didn't tell you. She knows I quit 2 years ago.
No, I didn't know. B didn't tell me. Look, I'm finna text her right now. Why you would tell me the queen left? Look, I'm gonna text her. Why you didn't tell me the queen left?
Shame on you.
Oh, ain't nobody
All right, what's the name again, honey?
It's Danielle, but I'm auntie.
Lord have
You want me
mercy.
to call you auntie?
You can call me auntie. Let me tell you what it means, Kendra. It's AUNTY, and it means artistically united and nurtured today's young adult artists. I'm a talent mentor consultant. So I work for Power 92. I also am with 88.9 FM, a school district out here. I'm a radio professional with the school district in Elgin. So I'm for the babies. Auntie for the babies. The babies.
Okay, do me a favor, auntie. Stay
Yes.
still, and I want that light behind you. Can that light be in your face behind
This woman
you?
is nuts.
You know what?
If not,
Let me
work with it.
Let me move. Let me hold on. Let me adjust.
For me. This is good. Oh, I can't hear you.
Let me
the volume went
adjust.
up.
Is that better? I
Yeah.
adjusted a little bit.
Okay, this is good. Stay right here, okay? Okay. Auntie, how old are you, love?
I am 53.
Okay. 53. What you do for a living?
I am a talent mentor / radio host / educator. I'm a tenured educator.
Okay, so talent mentor, and I'm gonna put radio host, okay?
Yep, that's fine.
You have any kids,
You're giving them
auntie?
spiritual whistleblower
7
vibes.
adult children, 6
How old
girls, 1 son.
How old are your 7 kids, honey?
I'm 37 to 23.
I need all 7 ages.
Okay, 37, 35, 33, 28, 26, 20, 25 as of yesterday. Happy birthday, Judy Bug. And then 23.
Are they all by the same man?
They can't own hip-hop.
No.
How many men?
2.
2 men. Have you ever been married?
Yes, ma'am. I am divorced. Yes.
When'd you get divorced?
2004.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
And you live in Chicago, correct?
No, I live in Streamwood, but I'm outside of
Streamwood.
Chicago. Yeah.
Streamwood. Okay. All right. So I'll just say Illinois.
Yep.
So we got Auntie, 53, Virgo, lives in Illinois, is a talent mentor, also radio host, mom of 7 kids by 2 men. She was once married, now is divorced. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Well,
She does
he
look
has,
good for her
he has
age.
to love God, Kendra. That's a big thing for me. He's got to love God. I'm not asking for anybody to be,
Here
but I'm
we
morals. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school, and he has to have morals. You know, I'm real big on that. Look, you get ready to get your wings. I love the Red Bull. Look, you finna have your wings, but he has to have morals. You know what I mean? I'm
What
old
does my
school.
wings mean?
With the Red Bull, you know the little commercial. I do comedy too, girl. The Red Bull gives you wings, so I'm loving it.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Okay.
We
Oh
don't
God.
care.
I gotta keep
Yes,
up. I gotta keep up with you. Okay. So
Morris says halfway through the date, it'd be shut up. Yeah, I couldn't bear this. I don't know if we're gonna even bear this for too much longer. Mike, Kendra, camera up.
all right.
Mike.
So take it from the top. I'm sorry. He gotta be God fearing.
Yep, that's it.
Vivica,
Man,
formerly
and that's
A
it. And
Fox.
just down to earth. You know what I mean? I'm an
Yeah,
earth
for real.
sign. Yeah, he's got to be down. Oh, and let me show you this too, babe, in my room. So yeah, here's like one of my plaques for being like a keynote speaker. So I am a minister. You know what I mean? So this was
Oh, yeah, I've
from
been
the
seeing
federal.
it.
Yeah, so I just want somebody
What a
that's
66.
just going to
Read this super chat real quick. She's just talking. She ain't saying nothing. Squared Away says she's pretty for her age, but too damn loud. Much love. Put us at 36.
respect what's going on. You know what I mean? Gonna respect me, respect how I handle myself, you know what I mean? And respect the way that I've reared my children and things like that. So yeah. And it's just hard to find. I mean, I don't know, I'm a different breed, if that makes sense. But I just need somebody who's really, because I've got daughters, Kendra, you know what I mean? I'm a mother of 6 daughters. And so I didn't have men running in and out of my house. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not, and my daughters were like little princesses and they still are. So, and that's just how I raised my children, you know what I mean? And took care of myself, you know what I mean? And so that's what I need, somebody to just morally proper. You know what I mean? Morally proper, just stand up guy. We make our own money. We're going to get money together because that's what I do regardless. It's the Virgo in me. It's innate in me. You know what I mean? But that's just all I need. Somebody's just going to be.
53 talking about it's the Virgo in me. Still trying to rely. I'm telling y'all, Arrested Development 19 to 27 sound far wiser than the women 27 to 57. Because these women, the women 27 to 57, you women think y'all got to figure it out so much so that you still talking like you don't understand men. Arrested Development, talking about the Virgo in me. Men don't take women serious who really make real life decisions based off the Virgo stuff and based off the zodiac sign. It is fun to play around with, especially as a comedic personality. I play around with it a lot also, but it's not good to make real life decisions based off of it. You only see our older women talking like this, our older demographic. Our younger women are starting to be practical because they're listening to podcasts and actually taking the information in and not being triggered.
Solid, don't lie, and down to earth, fun loving, can respect what I do, come alongside of me and, help me with what I do. And, so I think I got divorced because I could not, I didn't have time, because I had so many children, you know what I mean, Ladybug? So it's like, I didn't have time to kind of like, be that, but now that they're all adults, I can.
Oh, wait, I'm Ladybug?
So, ma'am, don't try to put it on your kids, okay? Don't try to put it on your kids. Don't try to make it seem like you were so focused on your children that you didn't have time to be a wife. Maybe you just didn't know how to be a wife. You women look for any reason to not take accountability in your divorced situations. Maybe you just weren't a good wife. Maybe you weren't ready to be a wife. How about that? Maybe you weren't ready to be a wife at the time. But to say, oh, I was more focused on the kids and blah, 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 that means you're at fault. That also makes you a homewrecker. You set up and had children, and then you paid attention to the kids and didn't pay attention to the man who has to take care of them, and now they're without a man to take care of them. Yeah, man. Not all wrecked homes are from some malicious, evil standpoint. Some people wreck their homes because they're foolish. It isn't just because that they think that they're better than their husband. It's just because they're foolish, right?
Yeah.
Much love.
I get that from.
I do have to read this. B. Watt says, Thon, do you notice the Order 66 hierarchy happening here? Kendra normally don't like people talking over her. Yeah, I noticed. She's very wishy-washy with that.
Have you seen the movie Crooklyn?
Yes.
Why are we talking about
I
that?
remember. Yes.
There you
okay.
go.
Okay, couple things. Let me jump in here, Auntie.
Referencing Crooklyn.
Was your husband, your ex-husband, is he any of your children's dads?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's one of yours. Okay. Then
Yeah.
you guys, you said you got a divorce because you didn't have enough time.
Well, oh no, that wasn't the reason. But I guess me being as strong as I am, and my children are like, you know what I mean? I was a young mom, so my children are like at the forefront of everything that I do, Kendra. I'm locked in with my babies. I love children. I mean, even to the point that I started teaching, you know what I mean? So it's
Ma'am, the main reason why men get married is because of legacy. If a man giving you children means you no longer can be a good woman to him, that means he made a huge mistake. You're like, you're trying to make it about parenthood so that we don't focus on the truth of the matter. That you're just a woman who should have never gotten married in the first place and you weren't ready to have a husband. Stop looking over at your kids and seeing beautiful, gorgeous reasons to have made that mistake when really it has a lot to do with you and the way you are. Now, I'm moving on from you. We're at the hour mark. That means it's feature presentation time. Done with you. You're loud.
Let me remove the shawl. Okay. Okay, look here and say, I am. To be a mother of 7, I am. I took good care of myself. Yes, ma'am. Yep, thank you. So does the guy...
Now, the body might be a little bit better than what we could have expected. Not too much better, though. That's why I'm not even showing it. We're moving on. We got stuff to do. We have a feature presentation to cover. Where there are overweight women asking for 6 figures, there will be BLPThonLexy, because this stuff is just all but too entertaining, but also all but too educational. Women can learn from stuff like this. Learn not to end up on this portion of my show by not saying the things that a lot of you women say. It is so disrespectful to men, I believe personally. This is the last archetype. This is you guys' last opportunity to sponsor the show. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Let's go ahead and get into our last reaction. Let's go ahead and just break this down for exactly what it is. Can't believe that like men are having to hear this. Black men are having to realize that this is their options. You got overweight career women barking at you for what you need to do better. Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, you got time.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. Hi, girl.
Hi, how are you?
You know what?
Thank you, love.
Did you try to get on the Facebook or Instagram show?
I did, but I didn't have your app, so I had to get the app before I came on. So I'm ready now.
Like that.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Okay, where you calling me from, baby?
Georgia. I'm in
Georgia,
Decatur
what
at
part?
my grandmother's house right now, but I'm in Gwinnett County, where I live at. So.
Okay, how do I pronounce your name? Is it Vion?
Vion, yes.
My cousin's name is Devon.
Okay.
So it's spelled like that, but with a D.
Got you. Wow, that's different.
Vion,
That's
how old are
different.
you?
That's the way of saying the name is ass.
33, and you live in Atlanta?
No, Gwinnett. Yeah,
Gwinnett.
Yeah, but I'm
close
from
to
Georgia.
Atlanta, right?
You know, you can't say Atlanta.
Okay. So us non-Atlanta people going to just say Atlanta.
Yeah,
but I
I'll
know
take
if you
it.
live in Atlanta, they're gonna get offended.
I'll take it though. I'll take it. We'll say Atlanta.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have one daughter.
Okay. How old's your daughter?
She's 8.
8. Mm-hmm. So we got Vion, 33. Have you ever been married?
I have. I'm divorced. How many years now? 6 years divorced.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I am a book publisher and ghostwriter and minister. I'll put that out there. Yeah.
Book publisher and a ghostwriter?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure you can't put any pretty sure you can't put any net worth value on what all 3 of those accumulate for you. So in so many words, you don't even really have a job technically. Book publisher. I would need to know how many units you're moving and at the frequency, and if it can sustain your lifestyle before I'm willing to call you a working author. Okay. The other stuff you said, it was so forgettable. I literally already forgot. As far as I'm concerned, you're not working. Then you said minister. Yeah, broke. You can't even do the modern woman thing and say match my fly or match my bag or no. You can't even do that.
All right, let's get to it.
Yes.
So we got Vion in Gwinnett, Georgia. We can't say Atlanta. 33. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't do zodiacs.
Okay, I respect it.
Yeah,
no, you
okay,
gotta do it.
Okay, cool.
I respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
you don't.
Vion, 33, Gwinnett, Georgia. She's a book publisher, ghostwriter. One daughter that's 8, was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a man who is gentle but strong, a man who values family, a man who loves to communicate. I'm someone who likes to talk, but I'm also someone who likes depth of conversation. So someone that has depth, someone that loves the Lord for real, and can cover me as I cover him.
You're right, Jacob. A lot of people are not working.
Someone who is ambitious like me, and I would even say even more.
You're right.
And someone who is loving.
I'm sensitive to that
so
too.
that's and worried about the legacy. It's about the legacy. So I want to help him build. So
Okay. Yeah. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, first thing, you gotta love the Lord. If you don't love the Lord for real, like, and I mean that for real, like there's some shady people out here, but
Name
I believe
3
in the
church songs.
Listen, what you say?
Name 3 church songs.
Here in Your Presence by Hillsong. It's not black, okay? Here in Your Presence, we're gonna do Mighty One by Maverick City Music. Another one that we will do is Yahweh by Molly Music.
Okay. I'm gonna start listening.
Kendra, you do know that there are so many mainstream gospel records that are very popular within the mainstream world. I say that to say any knife-wielding, Hennessy-guzzling Negro can know 3 gospel songs, you idiot farce of a woman. Again, Kendra, when I think you've done coming up with more ways to be an idiot and make yourself look like you should have never gotten a college diploma, respectfully, you outdo yourself. Kendra's like, name 3 gospel songs. Like, bitch. If that's the only barrier to entry, I'd say your religion ain't shit. Okay. Let's get back into it. Name 3 church songs. Like, that was some country Sambo nigga shit if I ever heard it in my life. Kendra. He said he grew up Jehovah's Witness and he still knew songs. Like, hell, I'm a skeptic. I'm non-religious, and I know a ton of them because them shits be good. Because the music is music. It don't even matter what you think about religion. Gospel music, that's some of the most fire music ever made. I'm a true musician now. I don't deny good music. And there's some woman sitting in everybody's church in the South. Every church in the South, there's some woman who got arms that might be big and swollen or whatever, but she can sing better than Whitney Houston. Singers in the black community come second to none. Singers from the gospel community come second to nobody, boy. Black people, once we get to memeing and doing sign language routines and whatever, everybody start catching the Holy Ghost, everybody start falling out. We start doing routines and steps. Whatever the hell we're doing, everybody start fainting and shit. Church would be turned up once more. You know what I'm saying? Whitney started in the church. You're right, Highway. Now that music, I know I talk my stuff, but that music, oh my God, the music, Marvin Sapp, the Wayans brother, question is, okay, I'm done. I got excited. All right, let's get back into the show.
I'm gonna start testing on you, God-fearing, Bible
shut up,
requiring
Kendra.
people, because y'all be doing my show talking about saying he gotta know the Lord, he gotta know the. I'm gonna start testing y'all, so y'all better be Bible ready, church ready.
He got to be prophetic.
Kendra, you got with a man that on some level you probably knew had illegal dealings. Who are you? Who are you to be out here like, I'm just now realizing who's playing security guard for Christianity right now. And it is not someone respectable. Kendra G, you're a joke of a woman. Like you don't get to stand at the forefront of Christianity and like check for ID. Who are you supposed to be? You're unmarried, over 35. Nothing you do is by biblical standard. You don't even want to wear the hair God gave you. Who are you? Who are you to try to Much love to Brian Z. He says, for checking us black men as well. I needed it. You know, I'm here for you, man. I'm your brother, man. I'm here. And it's not even checking y'all. We're just having discussions, you know? Because I don't think I'm above any black man. I just think we all think differently, and we just need to bring it together.
Let's go there. He has to be prophetic.
Prophetic.
Go.
Okay.
Much love, Brian G. Thank you.
I cut you off. Did I go to your deal breakers yet?
Yeah. That's number one. No smoking, no drinking. That's just my preference. Another one, a man that does not like to work. Been there. And someone that is controlling. I believe in
if you're dealing with men who don't work, there's usually for a reason. Now, we see more of our overweight women say that they deal with men who don't work, and that's for a reason. It's because you are in last place in the dating market. The men who don't work are in last place in the dating market. You two deserve one another. You're right where you're supposed to be. Heavyset women are always like, why am I dealing, why do I get all the guys who need somewhere to stay? It's like, because you're both in last place. When men aren't doing things properly with their finances and they aren't successful in producing, they're in last. When you aren't in shape and feminine, you're in last. This is how it works. You guys deserve one another. You big women need to stop acting like you aren't supposed to get used. Seriously.
definitely serving your man, being humble, but there's a difference with being controlling. So those are my deal breakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're married.
Lizzo lost the weight. We can't even say that about Lizzo no more. Lizzo lost the weight, and they're about to hate her for it.
I was 24. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
I'm open. I'm open.
56. Y'all gonna make me great. Y'all gonna let me make great money and get a day off.
So I'm open. I don't need the 6 foot. I had that before, and not married to him anymore. So then I want to say this too.
Just because you foolishly divorced a man who's 6 foot for reasons that are already starting to appear to be unreasonable, that doesn't mean that you get to ask for it now at this stage of wherever it is you are. Now you're divorced, you're overweight, you're older, you're over 28, you're old for marriage. That doesn't mean you get that. Now you don't get the best physical guy in the dating market. I'm not sure who you were when you met the guy. By looking at your face, symmetrically, you don't look like a hideous woman. So you probably had value back in the day before you blew up. But again, you're obviously not that lady anymore. So that means that has to change some.
I co-parent well with my ex-husband. So I think that that's something really important that a man should know. And my daughter's well behaved, so we ain't got to deal with that. Just want to put that out there.
Okay. You definitely have a sweet soul spirit to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, over 80,000 for sure. Yeah.
Buy a dog, die alone.
Over 80,000. She said over 80,000. Over 80,000.
So, if he makes 60, don't reach out?
No.
Ma'am, how dare you? You don't even qualify. You don't even qualify for the man making you don't even qualify for a man making 60,000 while being an overweight woman. I'm convinced that every overweight woman in the dating market, you are automatically relished to below average money. You don't get to ask for shit exceptional. There isn't shit exceptional about you. Your fat ass need to go to the gym somewhere. Before you're thinking about asking for a guy who makes 6 figures. Don't even fucking think about it. Don't even think about it. You're overweight. Now, let's create a hypothetical where you have a son who you love dearly. Would you want him to spend the rest of his life, if he was a 6-figure earning man, there are only 10% of, only like 10 or 20% of men can make what he earns, which he's incredibly rare. And what he gets for that is an overweight average woman, right? What he gets is an overweight average woman, right? Do you think that that's fair? That's what I'm asking. Do you think that that's fair at all on any level? Would you be happy for him? Would you be enjoying watching him experience his life, knowing his possibilities are so much more grand, or he has higher possibilities? You probably would say no for the sake of your argument, but I'm going to answer it for you. You wouldn't. You wouldn't be okay with it. But what I'm trying to figure out is why a lot of you women, you come out here trying to force yourself onto a man, and you wouldn't want your son to date that profile of you. What makes you think other people's sons should be less considerate than you want your hypothetical son to be?
You better know the Lord and have a bank account too.
Yes, you got to invest in stocks, know about land, know about trust. I'm establishing one right now. So just have that type of mindset and we can grow together.
I got one piece of hair in my...
David Edwards came through and sponsored his 5th show of the month. Much love to him. Y'all show David Edwards some love, man.
Mama, there goes that man.
Salute to you, brother. Thank you for showing love. I appreciate you. Welcome to the 1%ers Club, my man. Hey, he'll be front row at the show. RSVP. That's love. Okay, we'll be back here tomorrow to react to Arlette's Balloon Pop show. It's going to be a good show. We had a Christian woman who got all of her balloon pops. It was hilarious. We had another situation over there at Arlette's show. Those women over at Arlette's show, they're going to have to get the lashings. So you guys want to be here tomorrow. Thanks to David Edwards. We'll be back tomorrow with another show. Much love to David Edwards. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into the show.
My face. Okay. So 80K is the minimum. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Much love, David.
Let's do
You the
it.
man.
Okay.
You the man, brother.
I'm going out of town, so y'all gonna see my luggage. There we go.
Okay, see
That's a
you,
big
girl.
bitch.
You get your big fat ass
Yeah,
on
she's on a weight
somewhere.
loss journey, lost 25
I don't deal with
pounds.
you big sassy
I
ass
don't
broads.
care.
Lost 25 pounds. How long
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
taking?
Yep, I got my juice. This is a part of the journey. I got my juice.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
You know what I noticed?
We don't care.
You know what I noticed? What I notice is black men, we're supposed to accept a process. We're supposed to accept like this process, and we're supposed to accept that you're getting there while they want nothing but complete products. Well, I noticed that black women want all their men to come complete. They want their men to come complete. They want their men to already have it together. I noticed that. But with them, they could be fat as like, lady, it doesn't matter if you lost 25 pounds. If you still need to lose 100. You're like, I'm on a weight loss journey. And it's funny you didn't even bring that up until we saw you, until you revealed your big ass body. Nobody even knew about you. You didn't even mention the weight loss journey, but you knew you had to. Especially seeing that you just asked for a significant amount of money and you haven't even been working on the thing that men find the most important, your physical your physical attributes. Like I said, men, you meet us 3 times. We choose you 3 times. We make a physical evaluation. We make somewhat of a tolerance evaluation, see how much we can tolerate you. Then we make an emotional decision on you, right? A lifestyle one. Except you can't get to the other 2 unless you pass the 1. See, men who make over $80,000 a year, they don't date overweight women, you see?
That's a big bitch.
They don't do that. Men who make 6 figures a year don't typically date women. Not every man who makes 6 figures a year. For every one guy who makes 6 figures and will date a heavyset woman, the other 9 guys out of the 10 will not. So that one guy doesn't really speak for much. I speak for the 9, not the one guy who that's the only way he wants it, no matter how much money he makes. And they do exist, but they're outlier men, right? But it's funny how you like, oh, you lost 25 pounds. Is that your way of saying that a guy just has to accept you where you are? Because honey, you got a lot more to lose. Don't you dare act like you're done. Don't you dare get comfortable. Oh, well, you did say weight loss journey. I don't care how many juice jugs and whatever you're carrying around. A man has to accept you fat. And that means like that puts you in a weird position to be asking for men who are at their best in the dating market. And then you have to worry about if you're going to stay on the path. Are you going to keep working out once you get snatched? Or are you going to get mad at me for dating you when you are horrible and go get with some guy who only knew you at your best? There's a lot of things to worry about with this type of stuff. It's risky as hell. That's why I tell black men, no more processes. No more waiting for a bitch to get her shit together in the black community. If the black women don't want to cook, they don't want to get their ass in the gym and whatever, black men date out. I tell my sons all the time, right in front of their black mother, date out. If these women do not want to do right, date out. I wouldn't give a damn who was around. I look right at my boys in the face. I say, date out. You better not dare stay loyal to black women. I wouldn't care what black woman was pissed at it. Wouldn't care. Wouldn't care. Because I would never do my sons like that. There aren't even enough black marriageable options out there for me to be like, sons, stay exclusive to black women. Stay down, brother. Hell no, I would never do that to my sons. If enough of you cared about what black men care about. Now, there are some black men who will say, oh, well, I don't discriminate or whatever. I'm not talking about that clown ass nigga because he don't even know himself. He doesn't know himself. He hasn't even come into the fullness of his manhood to know what he needs. Talking about, I lost 25 pounds holding some juice jug. You're a clown. Nobody cares about you losing 25 pounds if you still outweigh most men at your height. You're probably maybe 5'4", probably over somewhere north of 2 something. That means most men who stand at your height are going to weigh less than you. That's what that means. This is disrespectful to men.
So you lost 25 pounds?
Yes, ma'am. I put it on my profile recently. Thank you. I'm finally taking care of me, and that's why I'm on here, because I'm ready.
You a liar.
Taking care of me.
Okay,
So,
I love it.
Thank
so
you.
we got Vion, right?
Yes.
Vion, you're 33. What's the age range you want to date?
33 to 38.
Okay. And you have one daughter. Do you want more kids?
I'm open. I would prefer for a man to have a child, at least one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. When was your last relationship?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Actually, now that's 3 years because it's coming up. Yeah, we're at 3 years now.
3 years. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Before then.
Okay, so
Yeah.
4 years?
Say that. 4 years. We'll go 4 years.
Are you celibate or
I am celibate, yes.
And celibate till marriage?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no cookie until you put a ring.
So let me get this straight. A man who makes 6 figures, you think a man who makes 6 figures is going to date you, and when he could be dating women who are actually fit, he's going to date you and wait all the way until he gets married to be able to sleep with you, when he's making the kind of money to where gorgeous women will sleep with him regardless if they get a marriage or not. Ma'am, you do not understand how men work. That's why you're making a fool of yourself right now. That's why you're the feature presentation on my show, because you do not understand men. Now, what will help you understand men is to rewatch this show and not watch it from a trigger standpoint, not watching it from a he hates black women standpoint. Watch it like it's like you have a rare opportunity to hear how men really feel about you, and you get to do something with it. Right? Because there's always 2 ways you can process content like this. You can choose to be upset and buy into the propaganda that we're just here to hurt your feelings, that this is nothing but bitter men. Or you can choose to use it as an opportunity to grow, to do something with yourself, to get motivated, to get better. Because again, you are overweight, and that does matter to us. And to be overweight and to lock your box up until marriage is simply just absurd work. And there isn't an oxygen breathing man who is going to care about your goal of celibacy. Guys don't sit around waiting on an opportunity to crack a fat chick.
Like Bernice, that's a big bitch.
That's not what men do. It's 2025. Men are hardly doing that for the gorgeous women. I'm just keeping it real with you, sister. Like, black men are hardly waiting for women who are gorgeous, talking about some celibacy. Man, that's 80s, 90s, 70s. Listen, y'all, that's over. You not busting down, you single. There are some people who will go with you and do that whole celibacy thing, but it's often somebody you don't even like as much. That's what I'm noticing. People who even find people who are crazy enough to go with the agreement, it's never anyone respectable a lot of the time. It's some guys like, oh yeah, of course he would accept it, because where the hell else was he gonna go?
Ring on it. No cookie until you put a ring on it. Ring come with a cookie ring. Okay, listen. So you know I know my show. They're gonna say, I'm gonna let you respond, because they're gonna say that this is what I've heard. You have a child and now you're requiring, but you was married, so that could be a little different. But they'll say you have a child and now you want somebody to wait to have sex with you.
I waited for marriage the first time, believe it or not. So
you only have sex with one person?
No, 3 total, but yeah, like after my marriage, it was 2.
Okay, got you. Yeah. And then you decided I'm just gonna wait until marriage?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, okay. Just because now I understand where you made the situation, where you made the decision from a little bit better, doesn't mean I changed my mind on how I feel. Maybe a time ago, you probably were the virgin you said you were. Possibly. No way to validate that. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to say that I agree. But it still doesn't change anything, man. You're 33. You're overweight. Far less valuable than you were when you were in your prime. You just don't have the time. You don't have time for a celibacy journey. Excuse me. A celibacy journey. You don't have time. You don't have time for a celibacy journey right now. You're 33. 2 more years, you'll be 35. 2 more years after that, you'll be 37. Then you'll be 39. Now it's like definitely probably over, right? You don't have time for a celibacy journey because the men in your age demographic, the men who are interested in you, they're older men now. You have to get over the fact, you have to start dealing with the fact that your man is probably in his 40s and 50s now, possibly. And he's not going to stop. He's lived too much life to not bust down on your behalf. He's going to get some from somewhere. And if you're the one who he's dating, he's going to expect you to do it. Wrap your little mind around that. I know you've spent most of your time out of the dating market, then in. But you're going to have to be a big girl. And you're going to have to make that same decision Jada Pinkett made on Set It Off with Nate. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Not that decision. But you know what I mean. At some point, you know. And then to be like big and like what you're like to be the least desired woman in the dating market, and then we talking about celibacy. It's like it would be like if the only men in the dating market who got prenups were the men who made $20,000 a year. You would think that those guys are crazy, right? Like, what if in another hypothetical world, the men who made $100,000 and up, for whatever reason, they just didn't try to protect their money. And all the men who were broke made you sign a bunch of paperwork, and they tried to make you sign MDMAs, and like they tried to make you sign prenups and whatever. But the only thing that you stood to win was $20,000. Right? You would think that he's absurd, right? This is what you overweight, 33, older, fat, talking about this is what you sound like. This is what you sound like to men. It's just you never been pressed. I want $100,000 a year, and and he don't get no booty. It's like, ma'am, what? Because again, if a man who makes $20,000 a year is like, I'm gonna make every woman who I deal with sign a prenup, you're gonna call him ridiculous, and justifiably so. So you being a fat woman with stale cookies talking about, you gotta wait to get this, Big Daddy. That's not it. That's not it. That's not how it goes.
Okay. So do you want to respond to any naysayers that might say this is unrealistic for a guy to wait until marriage?
You ain't for me. That's it.
You wait for her. You wait for her.
Shaming yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
Of course, Kendra would dance and celebrate in that kind of logic, because Kendra G, she supports women losing in the dating market because then she's not alone. She respects the logic that if I don't find a man who wants to fit into my ridiculous dating standards, that I'm okay with being alone. She supports losing in the dating market with pride. I do not. I don't think black women need to find ways to lose with a little bit of dignity on it. Find a way to win. It's nothing wrong with wanting to win. If a woman calls you a pick-me, good. That bitch is probably a loser. Like, win. It's nothing wrong with wanting to win, black women. Don't let the women who are okay with losing on any level get in your way. They've learned it from other loser black women to say, well, if I can't find a guy who doesn't want to deal with these unreasonable dating standards, I just got to be by myself. That's a defeatist mentality. That is not how a winner thinks. That's not how productive human beings think. Productive human beings continue to look for solutions and try to get introspective and try to figure out ways to solve their problems. They don't just say, well, I'll just find somebody who's okay with what I say, but never change anything that they have to say.
You ain't fun. All right, 3 flaws you have to work on.
Okay, first one, I would say, what was it? My cooking is a hit or miss. Your girl is not a chef. So if you want to join the adventure and cook with me and make me better, I'm so open to it. But the pork chop might be good one day and the next day it's not. All right.
Bitch.
Second one.
Bitch, no, you didn't. I already got to deal with you fat. You can't cook. You can't cook. How dare you? Now I'm on your ass. How dare you? Get myself in focus here. How dare you? How dare you be demanding a man who makes 6 figures? You offer almost zero womanly value. He doesn't even get he doesn't get anything appealing to the eye to walk around his house. He doesn't even get a good meal. And everything that you need to work on as a woman, he has to be involved with. I bet you he has to be involved in that weight loss journey as well. He has to be willing to go to the gym with you and keep you motivated, right? And now you're somehow fat, but you can't cook, and you're like wanting him to be okay with the fact that you can't cook, and then you're like, if you want to come help me, come join in the process and help me cook, you can. It's like, man, you ought to be out of your mind. You asking for a guy who makes $100,000 a year, lady. You're chirping, lady. Like something is literally wrong with you. You lack self-awareness. But the truth is it's not just something wrong with you. It's something wrong with all these BWs in the black community who made you think you were a 10 no matter what, who made you think you were good no matter what. All this fake support. Like how Kendra's supporting you right now in bad logic. Supporting you saying, well, if I can't find anybody who doesn't fit these unreasonable dating standards, I guess I'm going to just spend my time alone. And then Kendra does a dance like, woo, we spending time alone. Hey, we loser bitches. Yay. Ooh, yay. It's like, got it. Can't cook, overweight, masculine. Got it. And you want the best man in the dating market. Got to be out of your mind. And he so he has to help you cook. He has to help you get in shape.
I'm very spontaneous, and that can be a red flag for people. I'm the type that likes to invest. So, I've had a moment where I put $1,000 in the market and didn't get a return type. So, I think that can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. That could be a flaw. Third one, my weight. So I am working on it.
There we go.
But I think that's really important because what's going on the inside can show on the outside. And so God is working on me, so I'm working on it. So that's it. My weight.
Now, we already knew you were working on your weight. I mean, that wasn't to the imagination. But I will say, I give you credit for being able to admit that you are overweight. I give you credit for that, for being able to admit that you're overweight. And admit that it's something that you need to work on, because you see a lot of overweight women come on the Kendra G show and they're like, they're fat, and then they're like, oh, I don't even have 3 flaws. Like, you can't think of one? You sure, Shirley? Sure you can't think of at least one? I can see one.
and all that other stuff.
I got a paid question for you.
Okay.
Abraham Roberts said, why would you discount a man based on income when you are a God-fearing woman? No, I'm not asking because I don't qualify. It just seems to be contradiction.
I think that's a great question. I've done it before. And I also believe that I would want a man that makes more than I do. But yeah, I've done it before a few times.
So was it a bad experience?
Yeah. I've found that some men can be intimidated if you make more than them.
Oh my God.
And also they start to depend on you as mom, like a mom replacement. And
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let's not get it twisted. You're dealing with guys who want to get your money because you're at the bottom of the dating market. Those are the only options available to you. The men who fall above needing a place to stay in the pecking order, those guys don't see you, and you know it. That's why you just went on ahead and just dealt with the guy who needed a place, who was hurting. It's not your money that's deterring away men who do well. Men who do well just don't have any use for your money. That's a difference. There's a difference. That's not being intimidated. That just means he doesn't have any use for your money. Guys who make $100K a year, they're okay with that. They're not like, you know what would be better? If another person made $100K a year who's supposed to be cooking and cleaning. But instead of her cooking and cleaning and raising my children, I just have her bring in another $100K a year. That's how you want us to think, but we won't ever think that way. We will never think that way. We never
personally,
are.
that's just not my role. I would just prefer for someone to make more than me. But thank you for the question, Abraham.
I feel like you about to say.
Yeah, well, if you want that proper role that you really want, ma'am, when it comes to I'm gonna end here. When it comes to the dating market and so on and so forth, if you want that role that you believe that you deserve, you're gonna have to earn it. How do you earn that role? You earn it in the gym. That's where you earn it. You earn it in the gym. You earn it in the gym. You earn it with your work ethic. Right? You earn it with your work ethic. You're gonna have to go to the gym. In 2 years, you'll be 35. You'll still be an older woman in the dating market. But it's not over, right? Get to work on your body. You're not symmetrically ugly by any standard. Get to work. Lose the celibacy standard. Stupid. Nobody's going to follow it, especially because you're in a below average woman. Now breathe, because that wasn't an insult. That was an honest evaluation you needed. You women come to people like me and come around people like me all the time and choose to be insulted when we're just simply being honest. Now, much love to our show sponsor, David Edwards, for sponsoring the show. Appreciate you, big dog. I'm going to go ahead and end the show. I have some things to do. And we have to get prepared for tomorrow's show. What did I say I was going to talk about? Oh, yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't know, man. Some people are saying Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter is lying him when she's twerking and whatever. It's it's just horrible. It's funny when she speaks. She sort of speaks like him. She's actually really well spoken. When she speaks, you can tell that's Dr. Umar's daughter. Yeah. Here's why this might not be a popular opinion. This has nothing to do with what I think about his school or if I believe it's a scam or whatever the case might be. I don't want to talk about that. When it comes to this situation, here's why I believe Dr. Umar could possibly be more in the right. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know this situation. I'm just saying, I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of everything that I've seen so far. Daughter goes public about Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar responds, says that she's clout chasing or trying to build her career or whatever the case may be. The girl responds back with something else. Then Dr. Umar responds and says, let's have a sit-down meeting with you and your mother, and I'll bring all the paperwork, and we'll discuss what happened. Now, do I agree with Dr. Umar calling his daughter a clout chaser and all that, blah, blah, blah? No. But this next variable was the one that kind of threw me for a loop. It was the variable of the mother not wanting to meet with the daughter publicly. Now, why does this need to be done publicly? Because he was outed publicly. He was his name and his reputation was slandered publicly. So I knew that something was wrong when Dr. Umar said, let's all meet up and let's talk about this on camera, me, you, and the daughter, and the mother didn't want to do it. That made me possibly believe that the situation might be stickier than what we believe. And there are a lot of men who they don't leave children behind. They leave messed up circumstances behind. They leave circumstances that had their hands and feet tied. And do I think that was Dr. Umar Johnson's situation? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know what, with everything else he had going against him, this didn't help this didn't help at all. People already were like, man, where the hell is that school? Now the school not being here is extra messed up, dude. Like, where's that school? I think he has some sort of like investigation he could be possibly dealing with. Are you gonna have his daughter on like Tommy Sotomayor did? No, I don't think I am. I just briefly just wanted to talk about it. I don't think I'm gonna have him on or anything like that. But yeah. I mean, I think what the young lady said is true. I think that there could be more to it. I think there are a lot of guys who want to be in their children's life. It's not nearly as easy as we think it is. I don't know if that's his circumstance. But I'm saying that when he said that he was all but way too confident to want to sit down and talk to the mother and the daughter about exactly why he hasn't been in her life. There are women who have children with men and then they tell the guy, I don't want anything to do with you. I can raise this baby on my own. Get the hell on and go do whatever you got to do. And then years later, they tell the daughter, yeah, your daddy just was never in your life, baby. I don't know what happened. He didn't mess with you. I don't know. It's almost like you don't exist. They never tell the daughter the part where they told the kid, yeah, I basically told him to stay out of your life, baby. In so many words. It happens all the time. It says on the mother moved on. She was raised by her mother and stepfather. Well, I don't know. Dr. Umar was talking about something. He was talking about something about bringing on. I mean, and he is somebody who has pandered to women. I'm not even focusing on that. I'm just focused on the fatherhood aspect of it. Muddy stuff, muddy work. Again, it's just another one of those cautionary tales why you got to be careful where you have your seed. Having a baby out of wedlock can be a very, very difficult thing. It can be a very difficult thing for so many different reasons. And again, it's just so easy to lose yourself in scenarios when you're dealing with people who you had a child with and you're not married to the person. And I think since some people don't understand the court system a lot, they don't understand how men can find themselves in a situation where it's better off for the child if he does stay away. I don't think a lot of young girls can conceptualize a dimension where their mom was the problem. And the I know because young black boys have issues doing it. They have issues with conceptualizing their mother being the problem. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. And there's some men say I regret it. It sucks. I hear some men who've had to do it down there in the comment section. Yeah, it can be a very painful thing. But it's almost like a sacrifice you have to make in some cases for the child, depending on what the scenario is. I've seen men really, really hurt themselves trying to fight to get into the life of a child that the woman doesn't want him to be in. The mother doesn't want him in, and he's spending resource after resource. Even looking at what's going on with DDG, a lot of y'all think that because DDG has money, that we should just be okay with watching what's happening with DDG, and like it should just be okay for a woman to be able to tell a man exactly how and when he could see the baby and when he can see his child in whatever capacity, that he's probably the majority financially responsible when it comes to being responsibly, financially responsible for the child, he's probably got the majority, but he's got the least say of how much he can see his child, which sucks. Just because he's DDG, that doesn't mean that doesn't suck. People be like, oh man, he got a Lamborghini, or he got this, or he got that. So like, man, it doesn't matter what the hell you're driving. When people start playing with your kid and start acting like they want to play with your kid, or start acting like they can bring your parenting into question whenever they see fit, or whenever it's convenient for them, they can bring your parenting into question, it can be a very difficult thing. Well, look at the DDG situation. Don't even look like the man. Don't even look like the man even made her that mad. They're just not together anymore. And she's just like, this is my baby. It's sad, but it's true. Guys are almost better off in scenarios where the mother isn't that motherly when it comes to these broken co-parenting situations. Because if the woman is motherly, you can find yourself in a really, really bad situation. You can find yourself in a situation where the woman doesn't want to allow you to see the child, but once a month. Some men, not every man is built to have his pride tampered with like that on a regular. Not every man is built to be told what to do with his seed. It's scientifically more our baby than it'll ever be theirs. That baby was swimming around in us with real intention our whole life. Like, she just carried the seed and delivered it. We got the babies. Men, we have the babies. Those are our kids. I'm sorry, woman. I know 8 hours labor. I get it. That baby's still more his than it'll ever be yours. Get over it. Get over it. It's more his than it'll ever be yours. Stop all your moaning. Nobody cares. It's more his baby than it'll ever be yours. And men find themselves with little to no rights most of the time. And then what's really spooky, you got clips servicing on WorldStar. Y'all go on WorldStar. It's on the first page on WorldStar. Blueface literally warning DDG, saying like, yeah, a baby can be the thing that makes a woman literally just look at you and be like, who are you? A lot of us think that we doing something right with a woman until we have a baby with her. And then she's like, oh, snap. Why did I take shit off of you? Next thing you know, here come the white people paperwork. I'm just saying. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, though. It's ThonLexy. Much love to our show sponsor. Just wanted to talk about that briefly. I didn't do show news in the beginning of the show. I'm start doing that in the beginning of the show. Much love. Thank y'all. Hit the like button. I'll be here tomorrow to react to Arlette. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be good. Hit the like button on your way out. It's ThonLexy.